welcome back to another video. So this is a redesign for my cousin Shana. She had her nails done 2 weeks ago, had quite a bit of growth, but she broke one today in a car door, or on a car door, as we've all done. So we decided to do a redesign. She was booked in to come back in next week anyway, but we decided that we would file back to the clear base and do a new set. So I have prepped the nails. I've filed them back, I have done my cuticle work, I've etched the nail beds. I've also replaced that tip that she broke. So we've used Tracy Lou's tapered square tips. I'm using my size 10 brush as always. And I am dehydrating. So as you saw, I do all 5 nails first, and then before I apply my clear acrylic, my little clear acrylic layer, I apply it again to each nail, and it sort of dries. Make sure it's dry before you go in. So we are going in and doing a glitter fade today. So I'm using CJP's birthday suit, so just infilling that growth area and getting that nail bed nice and smooth. So tucking that in, and we are using Blue Hollow Soft Shards from Tracy Lou. Absolutely stunning glitter. Received it yesterday, or was it the day before? It might have been the day before. Hadn't had a chance to use it yet. Shana is normally a nude ombre person, but her last set were full on pinks. So she's feeling the glitter love, which is good. So just a little bit closer in there. So that first bead, put it on, and then tap it into around that cuticle area. I would much rather do 2 or 3 beads in that area and get it flush than to do 1 and not. That's what works for me. So just making sure we're covering that colour. She does have a bit of her previous colour set underneath. It was a quick fix. It was just rather than her coming back the following week. So picking up those soft hollow shards with a tiny bead of clear acrylic, popping it on the nail and then pushing them around. And I love these soft shards because they lay so flat. They are absolutely brilliant. And we were going for something completely different, saw this glitter and decided, no, we're going to do a glitter fade. So she absolutely loved them. Absolutely loved them. Beautiful glitter. So nice and flat. Now when I'm doing glitter fades, I always do the glitter first, and then go back to the first nail once they've dried. If you don't, you're going to put your clear acrylic over the top and it's just going to pull all that glitter off the nail, which is what you don't want to do. So there's me just turning my kitchen roll over. I am the tightest person in the world, so I reuse stuff all the time. So I literally use it folded in half, and then I fold it in quarters, and then I turn it over, because you go through a lot of roll, a lot of kitchen roll. So anyway, so here's a close-up, just me putting that dehydrator on, and as you can see, I've just got a notification, sorry. As you can see, just letting that dry before we put that bead on. Now on this nail, so you know I was saying that I still do things wrong. If you notice, there's a bulge on one side of that nail. I didn't file it down enough, and because we were talking, as we always do, she's family, I just started working on it, and it bugged the crap out of me for the rest of this set, because that shape just gone, you know, couldn't get it back. It happens, it's late, move on. So that's the way it's go. And the reason I'm leaving these things in is because I watch lots and lots and lots of totally amazing nail techs, and most of them I've been watching for 2 years, and their skills are absolutely insane. So they don't make as many mistakes as me, and sometimes leaving the mistakes in, especially if you are a newer tech and coming in, it helps for you to see that it happens. You know, you can do 4 perfectly beautiful nails and then one will just go tits up. Sometimes you can sort it and sometimes you just can't. But do you know what? 9 times out of 10, the client never even notices. It's the nail tech eyes that see it. That will bug me now. Every time I see that photo, that will bug me. But it is what it is. My mistake. I'll learn next time. So there's me turning my tissue over again. It's just the way I do it. It's always hard when you're doing family's nails as well, because I don't rush anyway. I'm not one of these techs that wants to do 6 sets a day. But when I'm talking and it's family, it gets worse. So on this finger, I wanted to do the nude. So the nude is Birthday Suit from CJP. It is my favourite nail bed colour, and has been since I first started watching nail videos 2 years ago. Absolutely love it. Suits everybody, and it just looks so nice. So just doing that at the tip, and we're then going to fade that glitter down from the cuticle. So just blending that back. I try and get these as shaped as much as I can with my brush, just saves me filing. And then coming in with that tiny bead of clear acrylic. In the words of the amazing Kylie Werry, you pick up literally an eye bogey size. And I apologise if there's noise in the background. I've got people in and out getting pizza this evening. So yeah, just fading that glitter down, pull it down, that nude a little bit. And then what we're going to do on the thumb is we're going to do a full nude, and then we're going to do the glitter swoosh on the thumb. I don't photograph thumbs, so it's not something I normally worry about too much, but just figured it would look quite nice. And she loved the swoosh on another nail that I did, so I just thought, you know, we'll keep to that. So as you can see, there's quite a bit of pink acrylic left on that thumb. You're not going to see it, so it's not going to be an issue. Shana will be returning in a couple of weeks to have a new set. She gets bored quite quickly. It's all going on tonight. Notifications going off here, there and everywhere. So yeah, just getting that now, that nude on there really nicely. So when I do a swoosh, I start in the middle, plonk it in the middle, and then fade it up and around to each side. That's what works for me. If I need a little bit more, just go back in and get a little more. I use the tiniest amount of clear acrylic, and I think that's key. If you put too much on there, one, you're going to bulk the nail out, and two, you just faff with it trying to get it to go flat. So I try and keep the tiny amount just to get that movement and just to be able to put that glitter where I want it. So then on to capping. As you can see, picked up my first bead far too wet, so quickly wiped that over and down the nail, but it did what it needed to do. So on this one, wetting the nail before that clear acrylic goes on, it really does help. Now that was better. So yeah, put it on at the top, tap at the sides and swipe, tap swipe, and then pull the product down. And there is no clearer acrylic in my mind than Crystal Glass from CJP. If you're going to do glitter tips, you need a clear acrylic that's going to really show that off. Now, can you see this flipping nail? So if I'd have just started with a decent base, I wouldn't be having the problems that I'm having with it now. On this one, I did after we finished doing the set, I did file out from underneath, because it was a little bit too thick on that edge, so I just turned a finger around and filed out underneath. So we're coming to the end of this video. I have left a little clip at the end for you. And I'll pop a photo on as well of the finished nails. And that's that for that set. Thank you so much. If you have liked and subscribed, please continue to do so. Please share my name if you can. I would love for this to take off. I've really enjoyed doing it. I'm getting much faster. So thank you very much for watching. Speak to you all soon, and I'll see you out with this little video, this little ending. Bye bye, guys.